Hello, friends, and welcome back to Relax and Rewatch. In this episode, I will be reviewing the episode The One with the Thumb. This is Season 1, Episode 3. This episode aired on October 6th, 1994. In this episode, we see Chandler picking up his old smoking addiction, a habit that the rest of the group finds hard to get him to break. Only Alan, played by Jeffrey Lower, the new boyfriend of Monica, can convince Chandler to drop the habit. The gang falls in love with Alan, but Monica does not see a future with him, and the two break up, much to the disappointment of the friends. Meanwhile, Phoebe struggles to get rid of all the free money she's receiving, including $7,000 from a soda company, when she finds a severed thumb in her drink. She uses the money to pay Chandler to stop smoking. When this episode was originally broadcasted, it had 19.5 million viewers. Pretty impressive. Alright, let's get to the episode. The cold open opens up with Phoebe stepping inside the Central Perk cafe. She tells her friends that she had a date who told her, "We should do this again soon." And everyone except Rachel seems to know what it actually means. Everyone gives an example of a line that on surface might sound positive, but really is just meant to soften the blow, as Joey puts it. Chandler likens this to a situation where parents might tell their kids that their dog is moving to a farm for a happy life, but the dog is actually being put down. This scene ends with Ross realizing that his childhood family dog Chi-Chi was not sent to a farm in Connecticut, but was indeed put down. I find David Schwimmer does excellent job acting in this scene. After the opening credits, at 2 minutes 11 seconds, we have an exterior shot of the apartment building. But honestly, it looks like a different building than the usual exterior shot of the apartment building where Monica, Rachel, Joey, and Chandler live. We are at the boys' apartment now. Chandler is practicing Joey's lines with him. Joey's character is supposed to smoke, but he struggles to look natural while smoking. Chandler insists in showing Joey how it's done, and he realizes just how much he has missed smoking. It comes out later in the episode that he hasn't smoked in 3 years. So in Joey and Chandler's apartment, there's a very interesting picture in the background. It is hanging on the wall, and it has 2 men, supposedly friends, in it. I decided to do a deep dive on this picture. These guys are called, what is their names? Stan Laurel and Oliver Hardy. I guess they were very close actor friends, so close that they actually refused to act without each other. So, the main reason why they used this picture on Chandler and Joey's living room wall is just to portray the kind of friendship that Chandler and Joey had in Friends. Next, we move back to the Central Perk, where Monica presents all 3 guys with a theory that the distance between a man's index finger and his thumb is his penis size. And apparently there's no really truth behind this theory. Alright, Rachel comes over with everyone's beverage orders, and she attempts to serve everyone their correct order. Despite her friends acting like she got it right, everyone gets a wrong drink. They switch them up among each other, and ultimately it seems as though the yellow cup with the decaf cappuccino is for Monica, the green cup with black coffee is for Chandler, the pink with latte is for Joey, and the iced tea in a glass is for Ross. Next, Phoebe comes in, and she is very distraught because the bank has deposited $500 that's not hers in her account. Her friends advise her to just keep the money, but she explains that she would never be able to enjoy something purchased with money that's not rightfully hers. And I have to say, I respect Phoebe for this. She's honest and has great values. Chandler actually leaves mid-scene, and as he returns, he appears to set something behind the couch. Monica calls him out for acting strange, and it comes out that he's smoking again. How odd behavior from Chandler. Just go outside if you want to smoke, right? Of course you're gonna get caught right there, right in front of everyone. Anyways, at this point, we find out that he hasn't smoked in 3 years, as Phoebe points out. By the sounds of it, last time he stopped smoking, he had a very hard time quitting and made everyone around him miserable too. Ultimately, he puts his cigarette out in Phoebe's coffee cup. Now Monica tells everyone that she has to go. She has a date tonight with someone named Alan. Her friends want to meet him, but Monica says, no, not after what happened with someone named Steve. Apparently, they kept making fun of his lisp. And we get a call back to this lisp later in this episode. In the next scene, Monica is at work. She opens up to her coworker about her friends picking apart every guy she dates. The coworker defends the friends by saying that they're just looking out for you. Monica wishes she could for once find a guy that her friends will approve of. Monica's coworker was played by Jennifer Lewis. Back in the girls' apartment, Ross is still upset about the fate of Gigi, while Chandler is smoking on the balcony. Rain or shine. Phoebe comes into the apartment, and apparently her bank that deposited someone else's money to her account has now gifted her an extra $500 for honesty and a football-shaped landline phone as a thank you. If you're interested in getting one, you can buy one on eBay for about $100 or less, plus shipping. Alright, so now Monica's new boyfriend Alan is coming over. Everyone is waiting eagerly. He enters the apartment with a joke. Monica has clearly told him about a guy she used to date who had a funny way of talking. The friends like his joke, and they clearly like him already. After Alan leaves, they tell Monica how much they love him. Rachel mentions a pimento trick he did. They never really explain what this pimento trick is, so I guess we can just use our imagination. Apparently, Alan is a real showman. Chandler was clearly impressed by his David Hasselhoff impression, as he says that he is going to be using that in parties. All this gushing over Alan is clearly surprising and slightly uncomfortable for Monica. In the next scene, Ross, Rachel, Chandler, and Joey come back from playing a game of baseball with Alan. For whatever weird reason, Monica was not there playing with them. Chandler says they played against Hasidic jewelers. Monica brings up her hesitations about Alan. The friends shut her right down, which I find kinda unfair. She's the one dating him, and their opinion shouldn't really matter, and they definitely shouldn't be pushing her to date someone she does not want to date. Quite odd behavior on their part, I would say. Next we see Phoebe giving soup to a homeless woman on the street, and she gives her another $1,000 cash and the football phone. In the next scene, Chandler smokes a cigarette in the office, and he goes through a whole process to cover up the smell. I like the music in this scene. I think it's very funny. It has that earworm feeling to it. I notice he has a Blue Jays baseball cap on his desk, so he must be a Blue Jays fan. And he also has a bat and a glove for some reason at work on his desk. Maybe during break time he likes to go play some sports. Alright, now we're back on the street with Phoebe and the homeless woman. The homeless woman buys Phoebe a can of soda as a token of appreciation. But when Phoebe opens up the can, she sees a thumb floating in it. Gross! The homeless woman was played by Beth Grant. Then in the next scene, we are back at the Central Perk, and the friends react to Phoebe's finding. Although none of the friends want to see the thumb, which I find hard to believe. I think most people would want to see it if it was right in front of them. Chandler lights up a cigarette in the coffee house, and the friends are super annoyed by it. But this time, Chandler points out that they all have flaws, and this is just his little flaw. He points out that Joey's constant knuckle cracking is super annoying. How about Ross's overpronouncing every word? Or how about Monica's snorting when she laughs? Then Joey says he finds Phoebe's hair chewing annoying, but Ross defends Phoebe. Phoebe in turn defends Ross when Rachel pokes fun at his habit of overpronouncing words. The scene ends with Chandler walking off contently, with the rest of the crew are fighting over their flaws. Now we are back at Monica's place of work, and she shares with the same co-worker we saw before that her friends really like her new boyfriend. Monica confesses though that she does not feel the same way about the guy. This co-worker, Paula, gives solid advice in my opinion. Back at the coffee house, Joey and Ross have tried convincing Chandler to quit smoking without success. For some ridiculous reason, Alan calls Central Perk Cafe's phone and asks to speak with Chandler. And unbelievably, Alan actually convinces Chandler to stop smoking then and there. Chandler puts out his cigarette and says he is done. Next we move on to the girls' apartment, and the friends are watching a sock moppet show on TV. Okay then. Interesting choice of entertainment. I guess streaming services and YouTube weren't invented yet. Chandler is grumpy and apparently now uses nicotine patches. Monica opens up to her friends about Alan. Before she can speak, Rachel says they're still on for Renaissance Fair next week with Alan. But Monica breaks the news that she is going to break up with Alan. As you can guess, this doesn't go over well with the friends. I think the friends are really unfair and selfish in this scene. Again, Monica is the one who dates the guy, not them. They should think about her happiness, not their own. In the next scene, we see Monica breaking up with Alan in what looks like a restaurant maybe? Or a foyer of a restaurant? Alan says he had a good time with Monica, but also admits that he is kind of relieved because he can't stand Monica's friends. Monica comes home and the friends ask, "Oh, how did it go? And oh, what did he mention us?" And Monica tells them that, "Oh yeah, he says he will miss you guys." She does not want to break their hearts. Chandler is so stressed out that he wants to smoke a cigarette. But Phoebe offers him $7,000 if he never smokes again. He says, "Yeah, alright." That is quite a bit of money. $7,000 in 1994 is worth over $14,000 in 2023. Alright, that was it for the one with the thumb. Thank you so much for watching. In the next episode, we will be reviewing Friends Season 1, Episode 4. That episode is called The One with George Stephanopoulos. In that episode, the boys attend a hockey game but end up at a hospital. The girls spy on George Stephanopoulos, who lives across the street now. And also Rachel receives her first paycheck. Alright, so thanks again so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!